Well, if you've ever tried it, you know that the fish just love ReefFrenzy. This isn't an advertisement for ReefFrenzy. This is just a statement of fact. My fish and corals love ReefFrenzy. Now, my problem with ReefFrenzy is that's 227 grams for around $20. Eight ounces for $20. So that's $40 for 16 ounces. I don't pay $40 for a steak, for a 1 pound steak for myself. This is very, very expensive fish food. No doubt, again, everybody loves it. You know, it's raved all over the internet, and I don't even care about that. My fish love it, and I can clearly see that. So, in the interest of DIY and saving a whole shit ton of money, I make my own. This is my ReefFrenzy, and I'll tell you what I do. I take about, in this mix right there, there is a half a pound of fish, which is a white fish. I deep sea fish often, so I just use pollock because I catch a lot of that. It's not an oily fish, very, very white fish. So there's a half a pound of pollock. There's a 1/4 pound of squid, and that's squid that I bought frozen at the bait store, where I also buy mackerel. There's a 1/4 pound of mackerel in there. Now these are all natural ingredients. There's also 6 medium-sized shrimp and about a handful of smaller, tinier shrimp, krill, and that's about a handful. And what I've made here is slightly over 2 pounds. I added no water, although you do see liquid. That's just from the mixing. I simply mix it up with a little hand mixer. Don't chop it up too much to a puree. Try to be gentle. And then, and here's the secret, as far as I'm concerned, I add these right here. These are from Brightwell Aquatics. Great product line. I use the Restore and the coral amino acids, and I add, for about a pound of mix, I add 5 milliliters of each. No coffee goes in the fish food. They'd probably like it. If they're my fish, they'd probably like coffee. But as you can see, ReefFrenzy is made in the USA, and so is this. So then, after I get the mix all done, I let it steep in a little bit, the amino acids and the Restore, and stir it a couple times just to make sure that the foods that's spreading around. And then I simply use a spoon and distribute into the ice cube tray. Even sized piles. It doesn't even have to be even. As a matter of fact, the last mix I made, I did like 50-50, big, small, and the morning feed was a big block, and the evening feed was a small block, and I kind of like that. And for feeding, basically I turn off all my pumps and I drop the cube in the tank. That's all. Just drop it in the tank. It'll slowly dissolve. It'll float around on the top. and feed all your creatures. That's it. Very simple. Homemade ReefFrenzy. I can tell you the protein levels are got to be through the roof. Be careful on how much, like if you use mackerel or any dark fish, oily fish, be careful on how much you put in of those dark oily fish. Although the oils are really, really good for your animals, any abundance is really going to toss your tank for a loop. But hey, my fish love it, and I can put this in the tank and ReefFrenzy, and I notice no difference in how the fish attack the food. Hope that helps you out.